This assignment will offer insights on gender identity. Two things will be carried out: the BEM sex role inventory and also the gender test. The gender test it wasn't accurate. It gave I got a rating of masculinity and I'm obviously feminine. It was insufficient in gender measurement and it gave a wrong reading than expected. Now on gender analysis, men and women differ. Men are more independent, dominant, forceful, and aggressive, and women are more bothered with creating social connections. Cultures also differ in roles of gender. Cultural and social factors contribute to gender typing as well as gender identity. The biological differences are humans are different from animals in gender orientation. Hormones guide an individual gender indemnity and also body parts. That's biological too. Certain biological markers differentiate male and female, such as ovaries and testosterone, different body parts. Um, they measure masculinity and femininity. And the contemporary notion of gender allows it to be a dichotomous variable. There are various gender identity and sexual orientations: male, female, transgender, the LGBT community, and the gender test offers results in terms of sexual orientation. I believe that gender should be analyzed in terms of psychological aspects, behavioral aspects, and also social and cultural aspects. What else is involved in gender? Gender is more of a cultural preference rather than biological state. Gender identity has greatly changed today. Women have more freedom than before. And today, people have more options for gender identity. For example, I could look female, but I could feel like a male on the inside. I could also want to identify as a male, and that's my choice. Today I'm not just automatically considered a woman just because I look like a woman. I could feel like a man on the inside. I could identify with male, and also a male could look like a male, but he could feel like a woman on the inside. He could, feel like a woman. Could identify as a woman, but he would obviously look like a male, but he wants to identify as a woman. So it's more up to us of our choice these days. Um, and also, we have an unclear perspective of gender. Gender involves more than just the sex of a person. It involves things like personality. You could act masculine or feminine. Your personality could be masculine or feminine. Social interactions, who you interact with, also your experiences. It is important to measure gender and know how the person wants to be identified. So, like I said, if I'm a female, obviously, but I could want to identify as a male, and I would expect you to respect that choice. I choose to be identified as a male. You could address me with the pronoun of he, and I would want to be addressed as a man. That's my choice. Or it could be the other way around. A man could be obviously, male, but he identifies as female and he wants to be identified as a female. So you should respect that choice and address him with the pronoun of she, and address him, treat him as a female. And we should measure gender. Gender identification is more of an opinion of yourself, like self opinion. If you feel like you're a male, then you be addressed as a male. You live as a male, you be a male. If you feel like a female, then you should be addressed as a female. You know, you could live as a female if you choose to. And in our today's society, people identify as they please gender wise. Like, it's whatever you feel, whatever you choose to be, that's who you should be respected as in life. And there's a big difference when it comes to gender and sex. And I feel, your gender and your sex is up to you. Even, as far as your sexual behavior, that's, what you choose to do behind closed doors, that's your business. You tell me to address you as a male, I'm going to address you as a male. You tell me to address you as a female, I will address you as a female. We have that freedom of choice in today's life. And we measure both when we think it would benefit physically, cognitively, and emotionally. You know, just if their emotions are, telling them that they're a male, we should address them as a male. If their emotions are telling them they're a female, we should address them as a female. I mean, in today's society, you can choose to be what you want to be. You can get a sex change. You can live as a male or a female. We have the freedom to do that, these days. It's not just up to our parents or how we was born. Parents may try to push their, what they believe you are on you, but ultimately it's up to you. You're what you want to be, a male or a female. It's just, these these days and times are different than it was before. The old fashioned way, you were born a male, you just grew up a man, and you stayed a man. These days you can grow up, you can be born as a boy and you can change yourself into a woman. You can get a sex change. You can take hormones. You can identify as a woman. And females the same way. You can grow up a female. You can change into a male. You can get a sex change. You can get, things made to make you a man. You can take testosterone to make you, male. Identify more with the male side. It's just up to you these days. These, these days and times are different. So that's my take on the BEM sex inventory and the gender. Thank you.